5 red flags you should look out for in a partner. I know some of the popular ones are like if she goes out drinking too much, talks with her exes, and has a lot of guy friends. Now, these are all valid points, but I want to get more into some deeper issues that might not seem problematic in the honeymoon phase, but for sure they will cause problems down the line, so don't neglect these. These are for both men and female, by the way, but I will just say she and her because that comes natural for me. Number one is lack of accountability. If your partner is having a tough time admitting mistakes and acknowledging when she's wrong, you need to be careful because this will lead to you always having to apologize when you are not in the wrong. And it's like dealing with a child. Let's say she did something wrong. Maybe she disrespected you in some way but won't admit it. This may cause problems because over time she will not admit to herself what she did was wrong. And then it's just going to repeat itself over and over, and the tension from that will just build up, and you will have a hard time expressing your issues with her because she doesn't see anything wrong. If she does apologize, it doesn't come off as sincere, and you know she's not meaning anything by it. It's just an apology for the sake of it. Number two is gaslighting and manipulation. Let's say you are feeling sad because she said something or did something you did not like. What happens here is that she may try to turn it back around on you. I will give you an example. She says sh- she says something hurtful to you, you react by being sad, and then she will become sad because you are kind of checked out. Then she will try to say like, "Why are you acting this way? Now you're making me sad." Then she has successfully manipulated you into thinking that maybe you did something wrong. Either if you realize what she's doing or not, now she has turned it around so that you're the bad guy and suddenly you have to apologize for feeling sad because of something she did. Now you're trapped. Like next time, you may let these things pass because you don't want to show your emotions and your natural reaction to something hurtful because it would just all be about her. Number three is dishonesty. If she's constantly withholding information or not being upfront with you, you have a problem. If you're supposed to trust your partner, you need to know that they are speaking the truth and not lying about every small detail. This is a serious problem and it will lead to insecurity and just not being confident about your partner. You will have thoughts in the back of your head like, what's she doing now? Is she telling the truth? And it will just be in your head constantly and you will lose a lot of focus because of it, both at work and private life. Four, jealousy and controlling behavior. Some form of jealousy is fine. You want your partner and you don't want to share, right? That's common and it's fine. You don't want your partner flirting with others. That's like a healthy form of jealousy and nothing wrong with it. That type of jealousy also are at its peak at the start of the relationship, but it slowly goes down as you trust each other more, etc. I've seen extreme forms of jealousy where people can't even say hi to cashiers or servers at a restaurant because they say, "Why are you talking to her? Why did she smile?" This is an issue, and you will just constantly walk on eggshells and be afraid of whatever comes next. Can I do this? Can I do that? You know, can I just be polite to another person without it really meaning anything? It's okay to know where your partner is going and what she's going to do. You might call her to check up on her or and ask if everything is fine. In moderation, that's completely normal. But if you can't let your partner go out the door without you having to come with, not trusting where she's going, etc., you might have a trust issue in a relationship. Because your partner needs to trust you and let you live. You are your own individual. Of course, be open and talk together and let them know where you are going and what you're gonna do. Just don't hide stuff. Number five is rude behavior, especially if it's in a public setting. Let's say you hang out around your friends and family, and at this start, she starts coming up with stories about you or things you have done and tells those private and intimate moments just for the sole purpose of being funny and making others laugh, especially using you as a way to seem funny among others. This is a big one, and when you are partners, you probably know a lot about each other that others don't, and you don't want this to be for everyone's ears. This is just gonna make you feel really bad about yourself, and it can seriously harm your own image and self-esteem. There's a ton more I could talk about, but these are the ones that came up at the top of my head. What are some red flags you look out for in a partner? Let me know down below. See you in the next video.